Hello friends, welcome to our channel Learn Easy with Sukan. Today's topic is about the discrete Fourier transform, which is the first unit in the first part. So what is discrete Fourier transform? When you take the Fourier transform for any discrete point, it is called as discrete Fourier transform. The DFT pair, actually it is the DFT and the IDFT, inverse discrete Fourier transform. So the DFT is defined as x of k. For any given sequence x of n, x of k is the DFT. So x of k is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of n e power minus j 2 pi n k divided by n, where k is equal to 0 to n minus 1. The same way, inverse DFT is defined as small x of n is equal to 1 by n summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 x of k e power j 2 pi n k by n, where n is equal to 0 to n minus 1. Now the applications. Where do we use this DFT? Why should we learn this? This to perform the spectral analysis and to perform the filtering operations in the frequency domain. So the steps to calculate this DFT is, first of all, we need to find the Wn matrix, that is the twiddle factor matrix. Next, we have to multiply this obtained twiddle factor matrix with the given sequence x of n to get the DFT. If suppose in the question, if they have asked us to plot the magnitude and the phase response, then we have to go with, first of all, we will have the answer in terms of rectangular form. So that we have to convert into polar form. And in terms of, in order to plot the phase response, we need the answer in terms of pi radians. So convert that into n pi radians. So to know how to convert all these things, go to my previous video. Now twiddle factor, as mentioned previously, what is a twiddle factor? It is defined as Wn is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by n, where n is the length of the sequence. So come on friends, now let us go into the problem. Before that, do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. So the given question is, compute the DFT for the 4-point sequence x of n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have 4 points here and hence it is 4-point sequence. So the thing is, x of n is given and we need to find x of k. So we get this by means of DFT. How we can proceed this? So since 4-point DFT is asked, we need to find the twiddle factor, that is we need to get the matrix of W4. So step by step, let me explain you. Since this is the very first sum, I am going to explain that from the very basic step. But as we proceed on, we need not follow all these steps, directly we can get the matrix. I will explain you. So W4 is equal to, get a 4 by 4 matrix, that is W4 of 0, W4 of 0, W4 of 0, W4 power 0. Similarly here. Now fill this like this: 1, 2, 3. Here in powers of 2, you have to give multiples of 2. That is here 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. Here it is 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So this is the basic matrix. Since this is a 4-point DFT, we need to have indexes only as 0, 1, 2 and 3, not more than that. But here we have 6 and 9. So this we need to convert in terms of 0, 1, 2, 3. So this matrix is getting converted as usual, the first row and column will not be changed. Second row also won't be changed because they are within 3. This also, the first one, 2 will remain the same. 4, see friends, we have to count like this: 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 will again come here. So see, 4, 5, 6, 7, it goes on. So what will come here? Here it is 0. Since straight to 4 we have the number 0. This one you have to consider, not the elements, the sample numbers. And for 6, see, straight to 6 we have 2 here. So 2. Again I am telling you, don't see the given elements, consider the sample number. This is the 0th sample, first sample, second sample, third sample. This is the sample number, these are the elements. We have to see the sample number. So that is 2. And for 3, let it be as 3 itself. For 6, again 2. For 9, see this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is 1. Okay, this is the next step. Now, we know that from the previously studied formula, Wn, the Twiddle factor, is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by n. So, what is Wn the whole power nk? E power minus j 2 pi by n, the whole power nk. Now let us find. Our next step is to find the values for each and every elements of this matrix. So how to find W4 power 0? So which is nothing but this whole power 0. So substituting the values in this formula, 2 pi by n. Here what is n? Since it is a 4-point DFT, first itself we need to know that n is 4. So actually it is not here, it is by 4, the whole power 0. So anything power 0 is 1. Next, W4 power 1, which is equal to e power minus j 2 pi by 4, the whole power 1. We all know that e power theta is cos theta plus I sin theta or j sin theta. The same concept is here. What it will be given as? E power minus j pi by 2 which is equal to cos pi by 2 minus j sin pi by 2, because the sign is minus here. So now, see, this is easy because we all know cos pi by 2 is 0 and sin pi by 2 is 1. 1 into minus j is minus j. So let us see how to do this in the calculator also, because for other sums we need to know. So set your calculator in the radian mode for solving this part. I am setting it in the radian mode. So how mode? Again mode. So I am pressing 2. It is now in R. See here it is R. So it is set in the radian mode. Now you can give the thing. For example, see here. I don't know where I can keep. Cos pi by 2. We need to get the value of cos pi by 2. So give cos, and always have the practice of using the parenthesis, friends. So I am using the parenthesis. Sometimes you may get different answer because here it will not follow the, it will not know the sequences. So it may treat as cos pi the whole divided by 2. The value is wholly divided by 2. So you may get the wrong answer. Always use this parenthesis. Pi, here the pi is given shift this, okay, here shift exponential pi by 2. Now only it will treat as cos of the whole pi by 2. Else it will take it as cos pi this whole divided by 2. So we will not get the correct answer. Now give equal to, with this is 0. Okay. So 0 minus j, let it be as such, this j. Now sine of shift exponential pi by 2 equal to 1. Okay. So this is minus a. So this is the procedure to work out in the calculator. For example, I am explaining you say cos pi by 4. For example, I am telling this, don't confuse with the sum. So cos pi, for that it is shift exponential. Actually, we'll give the parenthesis, open parenthesis, shift pi by 4, close parenthesis, equal to, see the value, 0.7071. Whereas, if you give as simply cos pi by 4, see the value, you are getting differently. So that's the reason you have to practice using the parenthesis. Don't feel easier, use parenthesis and then give the correct value. So put all these in the radian mode, don't perform all these calculations in the degree mode. So this is how we need to get the value for this calculations. So here we get minus j. What is next? W4 power. So W4 power 2, for that it is e power minus j 2 pi by 4, the whole power 2, e power minus j pi. So this is, what is this? Cos pi minus j sin pi. So the value would be minus 1. Next is W4 power 3. So e power minus j 2 pi by 4, the whole cube, which is equal to e power minus j 3 pi by 2 for this. So I'll teach you how to do the calculator again so that you get to know that better. So already I have set my calculator in the radian mode. It is there in the radian mode only. So directly I am giving cos of 3 pi by 2. Okay, that is 0. So 0, I didn't write that. What we need to find? Cos 3 pi by 2 minus j sin 3 pi by 2. So now we got this factor to be 0. We have minus there. Now sin pi by 2. Sin of, open bracket, 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus 1. So this is minus 1 and minus 1 into minus j is plus j. Okay, now we have got the values for 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now substitute all these values in this matrix. So what we get? We get the W4 matrix as, so W4 we got the values as 1. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and then minus j, minus 1, j, minus 1, 1 minus 1, j minus 1, minus j. So this is the twiddle factor matrix for a 4-point DFT sequence. Okay, actually this matrix will not at all change. This is a standard value matrix. For each and every time you need not calculate all these steps at all. At the end of this video I have given you the tricks to remember this, and you need not waste time by calculating all these values for each and every sum in your examinations, because we know already DSP has got many more calculations and tedious things. So just remember these values. I will tell you how to remember those things easily. Okay, directly whenever they have asked for 4-point DFT, you can go with this. Just take the question and then go with this. Directly state this matrix and then proceed. So to find the D of t, the formula x of k is equal to x of n, which is the element given in the question, into this matrix W4. Fine. So okay, now I am substituting this two matrices values. Initially, instead of taking this, I am just taking this. Okay, W4 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. What is that? Minus j, minus 1 j, minus 1 1 minus 1 j minus 1 minus j, into what is our x of n, which is given in the question, 0 1 2 3. Okay, now as usual we know the matrix multiplication. When we do, that is, I am explaining for the first one it's alone. So 0 1 into 0, here row and here column multiplication. 1 into 0 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 3. For the second thing, 1 into 0 plus minus j into 1 plus minus 1 into 2 plus j into 3. So like that each and every element we have to do, and finally we will get the answer as 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. So friends, here itself you have got one clue whether you have solved your answers correctly or not. For a 4-point DFT question, you must get one pair of conjugate. See here, minus 2. See, this is the real part. You leave the real part. This you should get the same thing. What is the conjugate? We should get the opposite sign of the imaginary term. So here it is plus 2j and here it is minus 2j. For a 4-point DFT, if you have one pair, one exact pair, then it is one sure thing that you have solved correctly. But at the same time, you should get these values to be correctly. Sometimes if this is 4 or 3 or whatever, then that will also go wrong. This is just a confirmation. Now this is our x of k. We have got our DFT as 6 minus 2 plus 2j minus 2 minus 2 minus 2j. So this is the required DFT of the given 4-point sequence. So I have told you previously how to convert the given rectangular form to the polar form and polar to the radian forms. So this is in the rectangular form. We need to portray our answer in terms of polar as well as in the radian, because they will ask us to plot the magnitude and the phase response. Here itself I will show you how to plot them. Okay. So for the above rectangular form of answer, the corresponding polar form is, to know how to solve it, please refer the prior video. I have already posted that. X of k is equal to 6 2.8284 for the angle of 135 degree, to angle of 180 degree, 2.8284. See, as the conjugate is taken there, you will find the difference in angle sign alone. This is positive 135, this is negative 135. Okay. So this is the polar form. To get it in the radian form, why we should get in the radian form? We need that to plot the phase response. Okay, so the corresponding radian form is x of k is equal to 6 of, since it is 0, this we will not have any pi here, 2.8284 angle of 0.75 pi, again 2 pi, 2.8284 angle of minus 0.75 pi. So this is the converted radian form. Now let us see how to plot the magnitude response. If they ask you to plot the magnitude and the phase response, this is the method. The magnitude is, you have to consider modulus of the absolute value, actually modulus of x of k. We have got, see, consider this from this answer you should take for plotting. What are the values? You have got, take the magnitude alone, don't consider the angles. Okay, 6, 2.8284 to 2.8284. Now plot this as usual. See, this will be k, this will be mod x of k, Okay, so from 0 to 6 it is there. Let me just give it as 2, 4 and 6. Okay, and here 1, 2 and 3. So just for 0th element it is 6. For the first element it is 2.8. Okay, so somewhere here, and then 2, again 2.82. This is the magnitude plot. For the phase plot, phase response, the same thing. I am writing phase response is angle of x of k. Consider the angle parts in this radian form. What are they? 0, 0.75 pi, pi, minus 0.75 pi. Fine. Now plot this as the above. Similarly, how you will get this? So this is k, 0, okay, that is angle. So what is this? Angle of x of k. So for 0 it is 0. For 1 it is, either you can give the indications here or here also you can mention, whichever is comfortable and easy. Just follow. 0.75. The thing is you should denote it somewhere. So if this is 0.75 pi, so this is pi, and here we have got minus, right? For minus I am getting it down. So this is my minus 0.75 pi. So this is the phase and the magnitude response. So friends, hope you have understood this DFT concept, what are all the steps, how to consider. So next we will see the tips and tricks for the 8-point sequence. Also I have told for the 8-point DFT thing, the same procedure is followed. The twiddle factor matrix will vary, which I have given in the end part, and you can follow that, but the methodology is the same. Tips and tricks. So the twiddle factor for the 4-point DFT sequence can be easily remembered as W4 is equal to, it's going to be a 4x4 matrix. So initially fill the first row, the first column and the third column with ones. This is the first step. Next, in the remaining places of the second column and the fourth column, fill by J1J, J1J. Now, in this particular portion of the matrix, except this diagonal part, fill all the other elements with minus sign. So this is the matrix. It is easy to remember. You need not calculate each and every time you need. Now also be sure that in your final answer there is always one pair of conjugate for a 4-point DFT sequence. For example, here minus 2 plus 2j and minus 2 minus 2j. So this is one pair of conjugate. For any 4-point DFT sequence we definitely need one pair of conjugate. I hope you all understood the concepts taught today. Thank you friends. Meet you all in the next video. Until then, take care.